So here's the next part of our discussion.
I would tell him about his adoptive parents, and I gave him a clue when he was 16 and he wanted to find them, and I said not until you're 18. It's a closed adoption. They didn't want anything to do with me. I wrote letters in the beginning and sent them to the agency, and they didn't want anything. What would you do? What would you recommend? Do I give him the information? Because I have everything that he could find them for sure.
Before, when I was 16, my parents sent, because it was India in the 70s, they did everything Western Telegram, and there was no email. They put adoption books together for me. If this house was about to burn down, that's exactly what I would take him in the process of digitizing it. We were talking about how our story belongs to us and nobody else. It's not even right for someone to take that away from us. So if you have, I am working hard to solve every puzzle piece of my life as an adoptee. Zen's doing research, so it's our story. It's not like my parents are behind me 1000% to research it. But the biggest, because what happens,
as mine were as well.
Right, it's
because I'm all about giving it to him. I just didn't know from the perspective.
My question is, why are you? Because I'll just be honest with you. Like, I have friends who the parents didn't do that; they ended up presenting them. Like, dude, she knows my whole story. I have somebody.
Oh, they know. He's known his whole story from the beginning. I've told them most of the details, and they get more detailed as he gets older. I just haven't handed him the paperwork and said, "Here, go look for them." Like, I haven't done that yet because
it's a blessing.
Okay.
I mean, the biggest gift you can do, because you're saying, hey, this is, I honor that this was your life before.
Okay. That's what I feel good about. I just wanted to make sure it was okay. I don't know how the parents, they're separated. I don't know how each of them will feel about it, but
I think what Rachel was saying.
That's not on you, that's on them.
Right. That's on them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
and we're talking about that, two different families, biological and adoptive.
Yeah.
Right.
Two different families. So whatever reaction that they have, here's a perfect example. I have two friends who are adopted from orphanages in China. Okay? They're best friends. They're very close to their mom. And they're twins. One is interested in her roots. The other one wants no part of it. One is concerned about how, because we were talking, one is very concerned about how her mom's, if I go to her and say I want to search my roots, how am I going to make her feel? With that is the mother, and I hear this all the time, it's the mother's securities or insecurities. If your child is coming to say, listen, I want to search my roots, and you're saying, no, you can't, that's the mother's insecurity.
Right.
Nothing to do with you.
Yeah, because I'm excited to give it to him. I want him to, because he's always asked. Like, I'm excited for him to close that,
Okay, let's go for a vote then.
But I think there's something about really preparing him for the possibility of the rejection he may feel.
Yeah,
and the story that he may hear that he doesn't want to hear. And I think that's really going to be an important aspect, I believe, to manage that state of what may or may not happen. Yes, it is on those parents.
That's a good point. And
it's about helping him. He's your baby, so that's your part.
Zen.
That's a good point.
The unknown variables is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, the unknown variables.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, Zen.
Well, here's an unknown variable. The state of mind or the state of internal comfortability of the birth mother and or father, right? When we were fortunate, she was still alive, much better. We went to Indiana and actually stayed with her for a week. And it was just amazing. However, there was a constant assuaging of her regret and from that, she had 4 different kinds of cancer and made it through. I think I was the last one on her bucket list, or the one that was driving her to stay alive in order to find me. She hadn't even told the family until 10 years prior to meeting me.
Wow.
No. And
Come back for the next part of this discussion.